Dr. Sarah Chen sat quietly in the corner of the Galactic Xenobiology Symposium's main hall, her small frame dwarfed by the towering delegates from across the known galaxy. The discussion had been fascinating, if predictable, each species proudly presenting their homeworld's most fearsome predators with holographic displays and detailed biological analysis. The Vorthan delegate had just finished showcasing the razor wing, a creature the size of an Earth blue whale with crystalline talons that could slice through starship hulls. The assembled crowd of scientists murmured appreciatively as the hologram demonstrated the beast's hunting patterns across the methane storms of Vorth Prime. "Magnificent specimen," proclaimed Professor Kexthilla, the symposium's moderator, her insected head swiveling to scan the audience. "Now then, we've heard from representatives of 47 worlds. Are there any remaining presentations?" A brief silence fell over the hall before Kexthilla's compound eyes settled on the lone human representative. "Dr. Chen, we haven't heard from Earth yet. Surely your world has produced some notable predators? Perhaps your, what do you call them, sharks? Or the large felines?" Sarah stood slowly, her movement drawing curious glances from beings that towered over her by several meters. She walked to the presentation platform, her footsteps barely audible against the symphony of clicks, hisses, and harmonic frequencies that constituted the crowd's murmur. "Thank you, Professor," Sarah said, her voice carrying clearly through the translation matrix. "You're right that Earth has produced many impressive predators. Great whites that have remained virtually unchanged for hundreds of millions of years. Siberian tigers with the strength to drag prey twice their weight up trees. Saltwater crocodiles that can death roll with enough force to disorient prey the size of buffalo." The crowd settled, expecting another routine presentation of biological statistics and hunting footage. "But you asked about Earth's apex predator," Sarah continued, and something in her tone made the massive Krillian war beast specialist lean forward with interest. "The creature that sits at the very top of our planet's food chain." She paused, and when she smiled, several of the more empathically sensitive species in the audience shifted uncomfortably. "The apex predator of Earth," Sarah said, slowly raising her hand, "is standing right here." The silence that followed was profound. A Zephyrian delegate's bioluminescent patches flickered in what their species considered nervous laughter. "Dr. Chen," Professor Kexthilla said carefully, "surely you're not suggesting that humans—" "I'm not suggesting anything," Sarah interrupted gently. "I'm stating a fact. Humans are Earth's apex predator. We've driven species to extinction not through biological superiority, but through systematic, intelligent hunting. We've conquered every environment on our planet, from the deepest ocean trenches to the highest mountain peaks to the most barren deserts." She gestured to her modest appearance. "I know how this looks. We're small, physically weak, lack natural weapons or armor. But that's what makes us so effective." The holographic display activated behind her, showing not a massive beast, but simple images: humans with spears bringing down mammoths 10 times their size, persistent hunters running prey to exhaustion across vast distances, early humans using fire to reshape entire ecosystems. "We don't just hunt," Sarah explained as the images shifted to show human settlements, agriculture, and technology. "We remake entire environments to suit our needs. We've eliminated predators not by fighting them, but by simply taking away their habitat. We've domesticated other species to work for us, selectively breeding them across thousands of generations." A hierarchist delegate's vocal cords vibrated with disbelief. "But your physical capabilities are irrelevant," Sarah finished. "We hunt with our minds. We use tools, strategy, cooperation. We can kill creatures that could tear us apart barehanded, and we do it from distances they can't even perceive. We've made weapons that can eliminate life from orbit." The hall had gone completely silent now. Every other predator on Earth hunts to survive," Sarah said, her voice carrying an edge that made several delegates unconsciously step backward. "Humans are the only species that hunts for sport, for resources we don't need, for territory we can't possibly use. We're the only predator that other predators actively avoid." She paused, letting that sink in. "We're not the strongest, fastest, or most venomous creature on Earth. We're something much more dangerous than that." Sarah looked around the room at the assembled representatives of 47 worlds. "We're the smartest,